Devon's Gemini FM 96.4. It's Al on Drive Time, and it's not just me. A couple of people in the studio with me now is Liz from the Devon Air Ambulance, and more to the point, Tim from Tron West Studios.
About 3 months ago, I had this crazy idea that recording a record for a charity would be a good idea.
We're actually a service which was set up about 10 years ago. Sadly, a mother lost her son on the roads in Devon with a road traffic accident and decided there was a need to provide a service to get people to hospital quicker.
6,500 missions later, the Devon Air Ambulance has become precious to the people of Devon. This is the story of 30 musicians from the Torbay live music scene and a helicopter.
I ended up at Trident Studios West through meeting Malcolm Toft.
Malcolm Toft was a big wig in the sort of music industries from the 60s onwards, or maybe before, I'm not sure, Malcolm. And I know that he looks back to those days with, a lot of love and nostalgia, and I suppose really we're lucky that he decided to come and live in Torquay and bring his kind of knowledge and expertise into the Bay, which I think has benefited a lot of people there.
Moved down here, kids had grown up, bought this lovely house overlooking Torquay, which is a deregistered hotel, and found that it had 2 very large rooms down in the basement, complete with bathroom, toilet, shower, etc., and a little entrance room.
And it's a great studio. There's some really nice gear down there, and it's a joy to record.
The basic idea was to do a charity disc using local entertainers, musicians, vocalists and so on.
It'll be the first time that all of these local acts that already kind of know each other. I mean, everyone sort of knows each other by association, but they haven't really worked together before. The people I've got confirmed so far are Drew Millen, Colin Reese, who are also helping me write the lyric for this particular song, and Karen Taylor, he's going to come and do some vocals, Tim Murray, Jason Howard, people like Damien Rod, Barney Dine, who's a guitarist, Scott McGowan, who's another guitarist I work with, Nick Tilley, Paul Harris, I think we've got Tom Unwin, and there are many other people I would like to approach, but I haven't actually had time to catch up with them yet.
Live music in Torbay has produced a unique collection of talented individuals, local celebrities well known to the music-going public. As word of the project starts to circulate, Mel Tom from Gemini FM helps Tim to get the project off the ground.
We thought it was about time that we got behind the Devon Air Ambulance and gave them some support. And when Tim came along with his charity single, it was a really good sort of link between Gemini FM as a radio station and local issues in the community, i.e. you've got the music and then you've got the charity. So it was a great way for us to promote the single and support the Devon Air Ambulance.
I chose Devon Air Ambulance as a charity because I wanted to think of something that was, first of all, pertinent to the area, and it's also something that could technically affect everybody. You never know, God forbid anyone has an accident, but it's something that we could all benefit from in the long run. And I also think it's an incredible service that they run with very little funding.
The charity raises all the money to actually lease the aircraft and fuel it and provided there is available for us to mobilise it and staff it with our paramedics. It's clearly a very essential and intricate part of the ambulance service now, and is a real feature of the community and services we provide throughout the county.
There are 3 sides to this charity. There's the company that keeps the helicopter in the air, there are the paramedics and West Country Ambulance Service that supply the crew, and we're the people that raise the funds and sign the cheques to keep the helicopter in the air.
What it brings is a facility to move patients very quickly and very efficiently, particularly from remote areas. As you know, with Dartmoor, the coast and everything else, then it really is useful. The other thing is from motorway incidents and other large crashes or difficult locations. What would take us a very long time to move by road, we can move very efficiently and have paramedics on scene very quickly with the use of this aircraft. Without the charity, that facility would not exist.
This is Malcolm and Marion's home. So it's got a very homey atmosphere to the place anyway, and they're very open in inviting people into their home, especially when it's usually a bunch of hairy rock musicians.
So you live here?
I live here, yes. And I'm just having a little minute's peace, I thought.
Are you mingling with the stars?
Oh, I am indeed, and stars they all are.
Yes, I'm tea boy.
Which involves?
Making tea.
if I just give you an idea of how the song goes. So we've got living for the future, all the time we're learning from the past. How we gonna last? Following examples, learning to be leading from the heart. When do we start? So that's sort of the basic idea of the song at the moment.
Tim wrote the music to the track, and then we got Drew Millen and Colin Rees to write the words in conjunction with Tim.
Well, we discussed what the song was about, and then for my verse, I just happened to have a song that I'd written in a similar vein.
Your journey takes you places oh so far away. To escape the madness that surrounds you every day, that's another line. But keep your heart with those who made you what you are today. In your life. So now we'll start laying down a groove. I think the first thing we'll start with is a drum track. I've already chosen a tempo, which is around about 86 beats per minute. We have a click that I will play along to. Okay, now we've got the basic drum part. I'm going to put this keyboard part over the top of it.
I've got a verse. I'm missing one line at the end, which you'll have to write
later,
which I think fits. And it's all about somebody looking after you.
An angel on your
Is that the same theme you've got?
It's basically the same as I've got.
In 1991, voluntary help began to play a key role in the operation of the Devon Air Ambulance, and since then, over 250 volunteers have helped with tasks including the collection of donations and giving talks around the county which help raise awareness and funds. Back at headquarters, the staff work hard to coordinate and manage the many events which take place daily.
For many years, the public of Devon have been supporting us so generously. We're about to go into lease a new helicopter, which is going to cost an extra 300,000. So to get big businesses involved and local companies involved with their help, is obviously we're pushing for that at the moment. And any fundraising coming from any sector is a bonus to us.
The Devon Air Ambulance can fly on up to 8 missions a day. Speed is a crucial factor in the recovery of an accident victim, and the helicopter is a great deal quicker on its journey time to hospital than a land ambulance, and this can be the difference between life and death. This is referred to as the golden hour.
Everyone talks about this golden hour, and if you talk to paramedics, this golden hour is crucial.
The biggest advantage of the helicopter is our speed, not just the care we give the patient, it's really the speed we can get that patient to definitive care in an A&E department. Our flight time can be to a patient 15 minutes loaded within 10 minutes and into a hospital within another 15 minutes, so that's well within the golden hour, whereas an ambulance can take anything up to an hour. So we've got a big advantage of being able to fly over traffic without any hold-ups.
What we've got now is the track spiced up a bit from when you heard it last. I'll play you what we've got so far. So here we've just got bass, drums and piano, as you heard before. I've added some extra parts to it. There's a Fender Rhodes part here. It's kind of a rhythmic part that's doing a sort of guitar part right here. A little bit later in the song there's a Hammond organ that comes in. So that should bring you up to speed as to about where we are on that. The next thing that we're going to do is put a guide vocal on the track, so I get an idea of how the melody and the words are sitting. Living for the future, all the time we're learning from the past. How we're gonna last. It's all sounding a little bit dry at the moment, it's got no effect on it, so this is just as it sounds in the room. I can do various things to the vocal to make it sound better, adjust the frequencies of it and add some effects to it, which I'll do now just quickly. Below the sky, above the ocean, on the land, in your life. This is your life. Wherever it may take you, this is your life. So the basic idea is just to replace all of those elements with other key players doing much better parts than I am. But eventually all the vocal will be sung by multiple vocalists. They'll take a line each. Blah, blah, blah.
Do you just want to try playing a minute so I can get some levels?
If you could, get the voicing so that they ascend. Great, I'm really happy with that.
Tim has now completed a backing track of the song which other musicians will use as a guide when they arrive to record their individual parts. As well as being a studio engineer, Tim plays keyboards in the Scott McGowan Band, and guitarist Scott is amongst the first to contribute his musical ideas to the track.
No, it isn't.
Today we've got Barney Dine turning up. He's going to come in and do a lead guitar track.
That sort of note doesn't fit on the end of what I'm doing, does it, really? Bit cheeky, or...?
No, I don't know.
While the record is taking shape at the Torquay studio, the airbase, 20 miles away in Exeter, prepares to be visited by school children and members of the charity's Junior Crew Club.
Today is very exciting. We've got two families in, they're new members, so both the children in each family have joined. So they're coming in with mums and dads to come here and meet the crew and sit in the helicopter, hopefully.
Well, we started a children's club for the Air Ambulance many years ago, and in fact almost as soon as we had the helicopter, because we feel that it's important, since they're going to be the next ones to fund it, the next generation, that they should have some idea of what it does. And of course, Blood and Thunder and helicopters is a very good mixture as far as children are concerned, so they do enjoy it. And I probably go to about 60 schools a year, and we just try and involve them as much as we can, and they are very, very good fundraisers. Since we started, I calculated they've raised over 150,000 quid, which is a lot of money.
Both Tim and Malcolm from the studio have been interviewed on Gemini FM's South Devon Live programme, and David Lowe's weekly newspaper column, Lowdown, features not only regular articles about the project, but also write-ups on some of the artists involved. Tim is now ready to start delegating different vocal parts to a collection of talented local singers, eager to be a part of the song.
When the world is laughing and you feel that you're the only one who cries alone, oh, you're not alone.
Hello.
Trodden West.
The track's coming on very well. Most of the instrumentation is finished, and I've got to the stage now where I'm bringing in singers. All of this week we've been recording many different people, starting to get a shape of how the vocal's going to work with all these individual singers.
Around every corner, yeah, I'm right there in your hand, in your life.
This is your life, wherever it may lead. Never for the future, but all the time to learn from the past. How we gonna last? You never get the answer, no, there's no one home.
Today we're just doing back vocals and getting everything sort of up and running and nice and smooth. And then one of you, I don't know who's going to take the next one up and who's going to
No.
So if you take the next one up, then
That'd be that one.
so you take
Yeah.
and you take
Yeah. Life may take you
with an angel on your shoulder. There in times of need. I mean, I think that's our shoulders shaping up. You're going to get that there, but that's how it's going to shape up. But as long as we're all singing from the same hymn sheet.
This is Ambrose, who sits in the cockpit of our helicopter. Anytime we airlift children, we actually give them a teddy bear, not really to show that they've been in the helicopter, but just to act as a comforter for them, so they have something else to think about other than the pain they're in, and also it's quite scary being in a noisy helicopter.
Events like the Devon County Show provide the charity team with a valuable opportunity to meet accident victims, many of whom have since become friends and volunteers, even full-time members of staff. The attention and care provided by the Air Ambulance has a profound and touching impact on the people who have been rescued, many of whom have a very interesting story to tell.
About 18 months ago I fell off a roof. I was stood on the A-frames. Then I lost my balance and I landed on my head. I badly compressed my neck, but I mean everybody was sort of worried about back injuries at the time, so they rushed me in the air ambulance.
About 2 years ago I fell off my horse and got kicked in the back. They called a land ambulance, and then they decided that because they thought I'd broken my spine that they would call for the air ambulance. The crew were really good. And I was sort of in tears all through the journey, and it only took sort of 3 minutes, so it was really quick, so it was over really quick, but everyone was really great.
This is the only accident-prone one in the family, really.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You broke your arm, did you?
Yeah.
Ouch, I bet that hurt.
I fell off the slides.
Fell off the slides?
When Mummy came out with Jordan from hospital, first time she came out.
Do you know what it is that happened to your granddad?
He fell off his motorbike.
It was a Sunday afternoon ride, just going over Holden. Car coming the opposite way, just did a right turn straight across me, went straight in the side, over the top of the car. You know, the care by the side of the road and the confidence it gave me was just superb.
Had an accident in the greenhouse and shot through the wall, nearly cutting off my arm. So yes, it was tight. But thank goodness the old air ambulance took me to hospital in time. And when we came back here to say thank you, because that's important, my mother brought me up properly. I realised I couldn't believe it, that this was all funded by the people of Devon.
Back at Trident West, Tim has been working on the song flat out. Just about everybody who is anybody in the Torbay music scene has popped in to help out at some point. All the musical parts are complete, with the exception of a small handful of final vocal parts and the icing on the cake, the Ross Purvis saxophone solo.
Well, Tim just phoned me up out the blue. I hadn't spoken to Tim for a while, but he just called me up, and I just happened to be in Devon this weekend, and I was delighted to help out. I mean, I'm a musician. This is what I do, so it was a pleasure to do it. That one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm very happy.
I'm really happy with that.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much we've got all the vocalists in there, unless there are any stragglers come in at last minute, which is possible. We put the feelers out for a lot of people, and people have just been turning up to record on the track.
We're living for the future, but all the time we're learning from the past. How we gonna last?
Is that a bit too hard, probably, for what you were doing there? To escape the madness that surrounds you every day. Yeah. Well, I'll do a few different ideas, and it's up to you to choose what you want, then, innit?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
There's so much talent in the Bay, in Devon, but it seems to be that the communication doesn't seem to get around to most places, so it's a really good way of musicians to hook up and link up.
It'll be the first time that all of these local acts that already kind of know each other. I mean, everyone sort of knows each other by association, but they haven't really worked together before.
With an angel on your shoulder, there are times of need.
We tried to get as many last-minute singers as possible. A few couldn't make it, a few we asked for that couldn't get there, which was unfortunate. But we had to have a deadline on it and go, right, it's closed. And in actual fact, as we speak, the final CDs of the first 500 will be rolling off the production line.
I know so many people who would have either lost their lives or lost a limb possibly, and because of the air ambulance they haven't. They've been saved and they've made good again really quickly, and I just think it's such a worthwhile cause.
It really does save lives, and the speed and the way they can get into difficult locations. What would we do without it in Devon? I don't know.
Every second, every minute we save in getting a patient to hospital, it could be life-saving. It could make that difference, and we want to be there to provide that service.
It's an incredible gesture from a local community to have that kind of service. For them to provide that kind of service, I think is admirable.
Drive Time radio presenter Al Dunn prepares to be airlifted as a final promotional launch for the single. Now that the recording has been finished, the song is mixed down to a final cut and sent off to be mastered and then manufactured for distribution. Gemini FM helped promote the record by playing it daily on air. It will help the charity to raise crucial extra funds and ultimately to help save lives. The emotional and financial support of the people of Devon continues as it has done for the last 12 years, and the endless task of rescue and recovery continues relentlessly.
Wherever you are, we are Gemini FM.
And if you want to see the helicopter, and if you, more to the point, want to see me, oh my word, this is going to be fun. You're going to drop me, aren't you?
We're going to drop you, but hopefully carefully.
Literally.
We're going to drop you carefully.
That's all right, I'll bounce.
Absolutely. We go offline at 6 o'clock, so it's really in our own time, and we're going to airlift you from Exeter, our airbase, and drop you, as you say, in Torbay Meadows, just after 6 o'clock.
We're currently waiting for our Drive Time presenter, Alan Dunn, to arrive in the Devon Air Ambulance helicopter right behind me in Torbay Meadows. I'll then be whisking him off in my Black Thunder, and we'll be going to the Barmaid pub and nightclub, where we'll be celebrating the new record which is going to be released, An Angel on Your Shoulder. We can't wait, it's going to be an exciting one, and we hope you like it.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Living for the future, but all the time we're learning from the past.
How we gonna last?
Following examples, but learning to be leading from the heart.
Where do we start?
Below the sky, above the ocean, on the land.
There for you, so take your head out of the sand.
Around every corner, yeah, and right there in your hand.
In your life, this is your life.
Wherever it may take you, this is your life. Wherever it may lead,
In your life,
faithful not forsake you.
angel on your shoulder, there are times of need.
When the world is laughing and you feel that you're the only one that cries alone.
Oh, you're not alone.
You keep on calling, you never get the answer, no, there's no one home.
Your journey takes you places oh so far away. To escape the madness that surround you every day, yeah. Keep your heart with those who made you what you are today. In your life,
This is your life.
Wherever it may take you,
This is your
forsake you. With an angel on your shoulder, there in times of need. This is your life, wherever it may take you. This is your life, wherever it may lead. In your life, the fate will not forsake you. With an angel on your shoulder, there in times of need.
That's a wrap.